dirty South at? Now, most of the world cannot really from Midwest now. All right, y'all. So I'm going to be introducing our very special guest tonight for being a sister. Sisters, how y'all feeling? And y'all looking real good. Brothers, how y'all feeling?
Yeah!
That's right. So let's give them warm, first of all, a warm congratulations to Commanding General Yahanna. Because without Commanding General Yahanna, none of us would be here. Most High Christ. And I want to shout out my sisters, Tazalaya, Palom, Alaya, and all beautiful sisters. I'm so glad to see all y'all here tonight for the what? 55th Passover! All right. So without further ado, y'all, give a warm welcome to China Monet.
All right there. She's right there. Okay. Let's go. Curious. Say what? That's why you need to take you serious. But you shut up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You tell the truth, I fucking know. All that whole shit ain't never said. We got to get your shit together, never bad. All right, so let's go. We gon' be on like a one be crying to a nigga. You a nigga. What a nigga. You get some money outside. And nigga, fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a piece of cat, I'm a but you need a plan. We tell them it's a little women in the land. Ladies, that's a lot of fun. You put your man. What you tell them? Clean, I fuck, I shut up. Clean, I fuck, I shut up. It's a little women in the land. Oh, get to the party. Get to the party, people. Yeah. Now give it up for the first city, everybody, make some Let's go, China. right, bring it down, China. Say what? We tell them shut up and listen. Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what?
In these streets, roll around the city with the pound with his bleed. How to make this my last stand up. But I am not an ordinary man, I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand of a soldier. I stood 10 toes down in these streets, whole ground in these streets. Roll around the city with the pound with his bleed. That's right, how to make this my last stand. But I am not an ordinary man, I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand of a soldier. Yeah. I stood 10 toes down in these streets, whole ground in these streets.
Alaikum. Me today no come job no coming today. Me water too much road water too much water yes. Hello boss, salam alaikum. Me today no come job no coming today. Me water too much road water too much water yes. Hello boss, salam alaikum. Me today no come job no coming today. Me water too much road water too much water yes. Hello.
Prince for power. That's all it means. A prince for power. Why do you think you act like princes, man? A prince is royalty, man. Even our destroyed state in America, we still act like royalty. Right. Folks will rock gold chains, gold earrings, gold fronts, man. That's all Southern people that's royal. A royal heritage, a royal bloodline. That's who we are naturally. We just don't know it. Yeah, SHALAM means prince for power. That's all it means. A prince for power. Why do you think you act like princes, man? A prince is royalty, man. Even our destroyed state in America, we still act like royalty. Right. Folks will rock gold chains, gold earrings, gold fronts, man. That's all Southern people that's royal. A royal heritage, a royal bloodline. That's who we are naturally. We just don't know it.
Hey, Shalom Israel. I'm priest and officer 500, officer of war of the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General Yahanna. And the question is, how has my life changed since joining the truth, the I.S.U.P.K? Well, my life changed dramatically because I've learned to be a better husband, a better father, and most importantly, a better man to serve the Most High in Christ. Shalom Israel. Hey, Shalom Israel. I'm priest and officer 500, officer of war of the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General Yahanna. And the question is, how has my life changed since joining the truth, the I.S.U.P.K? Well, my life changed dramatically because I've learned to be a better husband, a better father, and most importantly, a better man to serve the Most High in Christ. Shalom Israel. Hey, Shalom Israel. I'm priest and officer 500, officer.
Coming on this bitch real fresh, bulletproof, high shoot, bitch, you better wear your vest. She try to get something off her chest, but the drip on her head made a mess. I'm a real piece of profit on this one, but nighttime sheet, I'm a beast. I'm like, here, eat it up, baby, eat. Here, eat it up, baby, eat. I walk with my pole like a pimp in the state that I got up a ton. I walk around with a lot of blaze, babe, blaze, I lit a rip on it, yeah. Tonight it's a ride, I got a show, live show, and the niggas still indie. Hey, U.P.K niggas winning, U.P.K niggas gifted. Hey, I had a little money, but I lost a little money for that punk ass job. Now I'm getting paid off passion, so it's only right that I.
Shalom Israel. It's in the Passover. We in the hills of West Virginia. Yeah, we in the hills of West Virginia. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see. Got the van, the babies. So some of the babies, they're in there stretching their legs. Yep, in the hills of West Virginia, y'all. The hills have eyes, y'all. Yep. The hills have eyes in West Virginia, y'all. Get ready to hit. We'll see y'all soon. We like 4 hours away from the 55th annual Passover. I.S.U.P.K. I see you touching the cone. Hey, yeah. Slick. What's he doing over here? Just post it up. Yeah, going live. They in the van, getting stuff out.
Watch that.
Yeah, Bumblebee. All right, Shalom Israel. We'll see you soon. We'll see you shortly. Got all the babies here. We're going to be there for the black party and everything else. Shalom.
Whosoever among you has shed his blood with me this day, be he ever so vile, be he ever so lowly, from this day is my brother. And men who sat in England alone under the beds will count their manhood's cheap when they find out what you did this day. That's what happened last night. Last night there were people that did not come to the Passover. They won't hear. They sat at home in their beds with the air conditioning in the refrigerator. They were home. They didn't suffer like you suffered last night. They didn't hear the cries and the screams of children the way that sister did. But they will count their manhood's teeth when they hear about what you did last night. I pray you understand. Well done, well done, please. matter.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Verse 5.
How many know we're done too?
Yes, sir. Verse 5. And when they have determined to slay the babes of the saints, one child being cast forth and saved.
Now, the time should get back on that one. Everyone, we all went that room by themselves and suffered the things together, one alike. And they heard the screams of the sinners round about them. Give me that. Am I missing any questions in the room? If you got questions in comments.
You guys feel okay?
Mm-hmm.
At least you guys have hats on. You guys are smarter than me.
Christ, peace and office of 1,000 nuts. We out here in North Carolina in McDougal Projects, passing out food, clothes, and essential things that brothers and sisters may need in the projects out here.
They said free the Palestinians, then celebrate the death of native Indians. How these other races gonna take it?
I don't know you! I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right! And it's worth something!
This is Black Watch with Commanding General YAHANNA, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he make man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
We don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
Clap it up, Akim. Clap it up. We on?
Yeah.
Let's get it on, man.
Let's get it on.
I can tell you how we're shy. We here tonight.
Damn right,
We're
bro.
holding it down on Commanding General YAHANNA's show. He'll be here shortly. We're here with General Mayaka Allah.
Damn right.
General Hazayah.
That's right.
Officer Morale, Officer Yagaya.
Yeah.
Trooper Ibad. Officer Ibad. Officer Ibad, give him a hand. The young sister here too with us tonight. We getting it on here tonight. Listen, man, for those of you that were not blessed enough to be brothers and sisters in the Israelite School of UPK. I feel sorry for you, man.
Damn right.
Listen, I don't know what you're going through.
Oh my
You're going through a rough thing, man. I don't know how you make it from day to day.
Listen, you took
My
the words out
break
my
it
mouth,
down.
Jenna.
Go
I don't
ahead.
know how you get through day to day in America, man, without this family, man. I mean, crack would be my best friend.
I think it's their best friend.
That's why everybody's smoking that cake.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that
saying?
weed that got, they call it. That's a,
I saw a whole woman fighting the wall. She fighting the wall, Haan. I said, what in the Lord's hell?
Yeah.
General Mayak and General Haas is saying is correct, man. If I wasn't in the Israelite School of UPK, I'd be getting high too, man. I don't blame you, man. You're not part of this brotherhood. You're not part of this sisterhood, man.
That's right.
I don't know how you get through your day-to-day life, man, without killing yourself. But I just thank the Most High that the Most High God gave us the discipline and chose us to carry this truth, man.
Yeah,
to be able to be there for brothers and sisters, to be able to heal the sick and raise the dead. And I thank the Most High God for it because we are in the Israelite School of UPK.
Oh,
we
yeah.
are one West.
That's right.
And we love each other, man.
That's right.
We love each other. And we have one another, man. We went down to North Carolina, man. North Carolina under Captain I.S.U.P.K. Give him a hand. We went down there, had an excellent Passover. The Passover organized and orchestrated by General Hazayan. Give him a hand, man.
Hey, Dan, you ain't said nothing more wise. You
What'd he
need to. He said that's why I need to join. I can't be alone no more.
Listen,
Who the hell would want to?
Listen, I couldn't be you, Daniela. I tell you right now, I couldn't do that.
Damn right.
I couldn't do that, man. Listen, I at one time was dead, and now I'm alive.
That's right.
I was lost, and now I'm found.
That's right, sir.
I don't know how any brother does not come in the UPK, man.
That's right.
We have each other. We have each other. When have you ever thought that in your life?
That's right.
When have you ever been in a family and you thought this family in this house care about me more than they do themselves? Who in the hell has that? This family in this house would suffer so that I could prosper.
That's right.
That's what I've lived with every day for 25 some odd years, man, 30 years, or whatever it's been, man. And listen, I could not be you. If I was you, I'd come on in now. I'd do what I'd had to do. I'd make the sacrifices I have to make. I'd give up what I have to give up. I'd make the changes that I have to make.
That's right.
Or else you're outside of the garden. Or else you're outside of this body. And I've been there, brother, and I would never go back.
Yeah, right.
This week, man, we were down there in North Carolina, man, because of Hazayan, because of Captain I.S.U.P.K, because of the car that arranged the hotels, because of Officer Iraq that did all the hard work down there. Captain Akkad Abaraya, man, handled the security, and all of their skills were challenged. All of them. Every skill that we had got challenged this week in North Carolina. We got put to the test, Haas.
Yeah.
We got put to the test, man.
Yeah.
And we should welcome it, brother.
That's right.
We should welcome it. Now you know what it is to feel alive.
Yeah.
To be able to be tested.
Yeah.
To be able to show your quality.
Yeah, General, can I say something?
Please, Haas.
Hey, listen, man, I know when we had some things going on, some things happened, and Officer Rock had to make a pivot. And when he made the pivot, what I'm talking about is the venue. We had one venue, and 2 weeks out, they changed the venue. The one venue closed, so they can't do it. Our Rock pivoted and found a whole new venue for us. Now, I was a little distanced, but he found it. And I told our Rock, I said, I'm going to tell you this here. This is what you did, brother, without you really realizing what you did. And I explained to all the men, this is what we always got to do. Satan going to attack, and he attacked. He threw a blow at you. I said, think of boxing. People know about boxing, right? They know about boxing, X, Y, Z. So what our Rock did was he pivoted. But when he pivoted, he threw 2 strikes as he was pivoting. You know what I mean? Back at Satan for what he did to us. And that's how we got that glorious event, that glorious location we had, you know what I mean? And it was just wonderful, man. But the way he did it was just, you know, was how it was supposed to be. When you pivot, you throw strikes back. You don't just pivot and that's it. No, you pivot, hit it with 2 pieces. Pop, pop. Yeah, you gotta know that this is what this is. And that's what we did to Satan. That's why we had such a glorious Passover.
Give General Hazayan a hand. What he's saying is the truth as usual. Just to elaborate on what General Hazayan said before the Passover, we had a venue we were going to. They called us and canceled like 2 days before the Passover. They canceled. Of course, why? Because they go on the internet. The Purple Pigs start calling them. The Purple Pigs have called every Passover venue we go to and scare the venue owner. and tell them that they shouldn't let my cult come into that venue. They shouldn't let my cult eat lamb and celebrate in their city. The purple pigs do it. All of the enemies of God do it. And yet every year we eat lamb and drink liquor, brother, and drink wine every year, all the time. The venues cancel, say we can't have it there. They do this every year. They did it this year, like 2 days before the Passover. And what happened? General Hazayan got on the phone with I.R.O.K. Got on the phone with all those brothers down there. We went and found another place to have the Passover, my y'all. That's all.
That's what we do.
That's it.
That's what we do.
We ain't cry about it.
Yeah, right.
Ain't nobody cry about it. We knew we were joining a cult.
Right.
This was our plan. We could have became Christians and been accepted by Obama and Michelle and Biden and Trump. We could have became Christian and went in the White House lawn and freed the turkey. Let the turkey go free every Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. We could have had the Easter egg hunt on the White House lawn. We could have did it. We could have been just like you, and we would have been loved by the president, loved by the Obamas and Oprah and Puff Diddy. Mm-hmm. We decided to join this cult, Doc. Right. We decided to do the thing you were too afraid to do. Because my cult is better than your church. My cult is better than your family. Right. My cult is better than your religion. My cult is better than your belief system. My cult knows how to love. That's right. My cult is loyal. My cult never abandons one another. That's right. My cult knows how to forgive. My cult fights their own lust and their own desires. That's right. So that another man, another sister can prosper. I can't say that about your religion. That's right. So we didn't cry. They canceled the Passover venues. We kept moving, like Howard said. We kept moving. We made a pivot. We went and got another Passover venue two days before the Passover. Woo. 2 days before it. To put 1,000 people in some venue. And we did it. We did it. When I say we, I mean my brothers did it.
That's right,
My brothers did it.
That's right,
They did it. All those strong brothers down there in North Carolina, Officer I.R.O.K, Captain I.S.U.P.K. Am I missing some names?
I got a bunch of them, gentlemen. I'm gonna bring them out when we done.
When you're ready.
Yes, sir.
No problem. So now, then after that, what happened, Haas?
Okay, gentlemen, listen, let me tell y'all something, man. I always say that, I be looking for Satan to attack us. And I'm thinking he's gonna try to hit us after the Passover, but before the Passover, he was steadily attacking. And for those of you who was in our councils, you know. But then at the all-black party, we had an all-black party. All the power went out in the hotel that we were the main hotel. While the surrounding neighborhood, everybody had power, except for us. Well, we got back to the hotel, and them men in the Shamar department of the I.S.U.P.K, man, they impressed me, man. Like I damn near was going ready to have tears in my eyes as of what I saw. The men trained under Captain Captain Shamar Waller. You know what I mean? Officers top of Saw, y'all remarking all the cities that they got heads to camp, Shamar department heads, right? Let me tell y'all something. Them men went to that building and secured the whole hotel from the 4th floor down to the 1st floor. Right. 2 men on every exit on the inside, men on the outside, roving patrols on the outside to the point to where nobody could come and go with us without us making sure they were on the up and up. We secured the whole. The manager was so amazed, like, oh my God, thank you. He kept thanking us the whole night because he felt safe. And that's the spirit of the Lord. Let me tell you this also, too. The cops came. Popo pulled up. I seen him pull up. I went out there and I talked to him. So he said, hey, how you doing? He said something else. I kind of forgot what he said. I said, well, we had a power outage. And let me tell you how we know this is Satan. They did not get a phone call about the power outage, No. The cops did not know about it. Usually when you have a power outage or something going on, especially the hotel, they know about it, right? He said his department never got a phone call. I said, no problem. I said, I'm going to tell you. How is that even possible? You tell me the lights go out everywhere. No one calls because we're the only ones that had the power outage. Yes, sir. That's the only thing that makes sense. Yes, sir. Go ahead. So when he told me that's all right, I said, listen, don't worry about that. It's all right. I'm going to tell you what I did. I said, we got men from the 4th floor to the 1st floor. We got 2 men on every exit on the inside. We got men on the 1st floor exits inside and outside, 2 on the inside, 2 on the outside. And we got roving patrols going on in the hotel till they get done. He said, oh, yeah? I said, yeah. He said, all right, see you later. I'm waiting for him to be, X, Y, Z and talk to me. He said, oh, okay. And walked away. I had to stop him to get his information. I said, hold up, officer. You know, we got protocols in my school. I got to get your name, your badge number. He gave it to me, and he got his car and drove off. And there was no more sign of no more cops the rest of the night. I said to myself, wow, ain't this something? This is crazy. But the key part about it is we knew it was Satan, and we knew that it was directly towards us. And here's the confirmation that the Lord gave me that night. The cops didn't even know about it happening.
Come on, Haas. The cops didn't even, no one called because it was a private power outage.
Yes, sir.
It was a private darkness for us.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to wait to go into the rest of it when Commander General Yahanna gets here because I'm sure he would like to let everyone know about everything that happened.
Yes,
but just know, we got a ton of a story, a gigantic story about what happened Passover weekend. I haven't even gotten to 2% of it just now. We ain't getting to the China Monet controversy, which I didn't even know it was going to be. Show you how disassociated I am from you LGBTQ, from you soft brothers and sisters. You soft brothers and sisters, you were flabbergasted by all that tail that was up there on that stage. Hans called me. He said some yeshivim at home Israelite group made a video and said, play videos of me teaching about being against lust, and then play videos of China Monet saying that this was opposite. And I'm thinking, what lust? What are you even talking? Okay, when you looked at China Monet, were you getting aroused? I think you was getting aroused. I didn't get aroused, Mayak. I don't know. I saw China Monet up there. She's dancing. I didn't think it was anything. I didn't think she was in any way drawing up some spirit of lust. But I think you fake Israelites, when you saw China Monet, I think your wee-wees got hard. I think your little wee-wees got hard. I think you got aroused, and so you went to the internet like, these U.P.K niggas getting me all aroused. Getting me all. Yahuwah Shoe don't like me to be aroused like you. Yahuwah Shoe don't see my wee get hard. We didn't get hard. Okay, it was just a sister up there. She had a long dress on.
Oh, they said something funny, Jenna. I never heard, but it was so funny. They said we supposed to be set apart. Yahuwah Shoe want us to be set apart. That's why I say we set apart from the set apart. Yahuwah Shoe. That's
a lot of set apart. They set apart from the set apart. From the set apart. They way set apart. They way over there. I can't even get to them. You can't even get to them. Listen, whatever, y'all. The Commander General Yahanna will be here in a minute. We'll discuss the whole thing. For now, let's get into the stories of today's events so we can let you know the truth about what's happening in your world. Officer Yedaya, you're up. You want to say something? Go ahead.
If I could, sir, on the fake Israelites, I was talking to Officer Rob. You know, they used to be with men, so they're not used to having a woman arouse them.
Is that it? I don't know what.
They was offended.
I saw China Monet up there. You know what? I know what it is. In the fake Israelite groups, your women are not attractive.
Hello.
Oh, is that it? You see, I'm from One West.
That's right.
And these women in here is bad as hell.
That's right.
They are absolutely gorgeous.
That's right.
So China Monet, I didn't feel anything. You know what I'm saying? I just thought it was some sister up there dancing. She had a long dress on. I was honored by the fact that she tried to dress better. That she tried to put on clothing to cover herself up more. But I did not feel lust. I didn't feel any arousal. I don't know what you fake Israelites must have felt. Your wee-wees must have been inflamed when you saw China Monet. I'm trying to wait to go into it. They
ain't used to real women. They on that internet. See, we was drinking with our women, and then us and our women was jamming the China Monet. Y'all ain't used to being in the presence of real, actual women. With them dolls and the plugins and all that mess.
And them video games. I remember something you said years ago, Mayak. I said, ooh, that was heavy. Years ago, Mayak was teaching brothers. It was in a class, and you was telling sisters to wear long dresses and long skirts. And you was telling brothers, listen, those sisters in long dresses and long skirts, you got to start wanting them. And let me tell you something. It's some meat up under that long dress.
Oh, yes, sir.
I remember going, oh, shit, Mayak. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Like that long dress, it's something up under there.
Yes,
I pray you understand.
Yes, sir.
Now, I don't know if China Monet must be blowing your mind. To me, it was a nice performance, and I appreciate her activity.
That's right.
And that she came to the Passover and gave us entertainment. But I've seen some bad women in my day. I'm one West.
That right?
Let's go on.
Good,
let's. How you want to say something?
No, I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it. If I go into it, I ain't gonna have it now. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say it was them shively, old behind women upset too now.
It was they house.
Oh, they was upset talking about she had on this and she had on that. Like, how you upset? She was dressed modest. Now, are you really upset the fact that she was dressed modest, or she looked better than you?
I think that's it.
I
think that's it. I think because they looking at Rabbi next to her. She looking at Rabbi, smoke coming out his ears. Rabbi's over there like this shit here. His glasses, Rabbi's glasses doing this shit here. Yowzers. Rabbi like this. Yowzers. His eyes come out his head. Like the damn wolf. On the cartoon. Mrs. Rabbi got angry at China Monet. Listen, I don't know what you saw. I just know what I saw. I thought it was appropriate, you know. I mean, I don't know. What am I? I drink scotch, so I don't know what's going on half the time. But maybe you saw something. I want to hear you. If you're from a yeshiva group, yeshivas, if you want to type in or tell us what your problem was with the China Monet concert, when Commander General Yohanna gets here, man, we'll discuss it. You know, we'll discuss what you saw and what offended you so much about it, all right? Murad.
Oh, last thing, sir. Please. If I may, I'm pretty sure it's the fact that they watch more, football games with brothers running in tights and basketball games. That China Monet is sort of offending them. See, it's about how you cross somebody over for your shoe.
I would love for them to tell me. I mean, I want to hear from them. Have a little courage, Rabbi, and text in or call in to the show, man, so you can give your point of view of what was so lustful about China Monet at our all black party. All right?
Yep.
Good to go?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Yediah.
Connor Khan, sir. Give it to me. Angry Georgia cop follows man home, tases him, breaks his leg because he stole an officer's ballpoint pen during traffic stop.
Go, tell the story, Yediah, if you don't mind.
Connor Khan, sir. Body cam video shows Georgia cop pulling a man over for speeding, then following the driver to his home, tasering him just to retrieve a ballpoint pen.
Keep going.
Connor Khan, sir. Connor Khan.
We have video. I'm sorry.
Oh, Connor Khan, sir. There's a video in the article, sir.
If we have video, let's play the video. All right. Let me just let me know when you're ready to push play so everyone can hear. Morale. This is a cat. He oppressive police officer. He's doing a traffic stop. He gives the brother who he pulls over a pen to sign the ticket. The brother allegedly pulls off while he has the pen. Now, that might happen 10 times a day with anybody who loans anybody a pen. Ever. People always take your pen by mistake. Well, when the cat pulled off, the cop said, that mother effer took my pen. He runs the license plate and goes to the man's house. And he says, you took my pen, give it back right now, then you're going to jail. The brother said, I don't have your pen. He said, if you don't give my pen back now, I'm tasing you. He tases the brother, assaults him, and breaks his arm because he took his pen. Yediah broke his leg over a pen. Now, how many weeks do we have to do this story? There won't be a protest because Biden is in the White House. Right? Because Biden is in the White House. There won't be, because the Democrats, of course, are now happy with the police. They're happy with them. When Trump was in the White House, then, of course, you can protest. Now, the only thing you're allowed to protest over is the abuse they're going through. The abuse the Palestinians are going through. The abuse that they won't stomach because they don't want to be like you. That is a tape. Damn it. I had a tape with some Palestinian was saying that they don't want to be like us. It was some oppressed other people saying we have to fight this. We'll end up like the North American Indians, end up like black people in America. And I have it somewhere on my phone. This entire fight you see in Palestine, The fight you see in Northern Ireland, the fight you see all across the globe is people who have looked at your history and have said, not us.
Yep.
We're not doing that.
Yep.
We're not going to kiss the hand that beats us.
Yep.
That's a black thing. That's what Hispanics do.
Yep.
We kiss the hand that beats us. They decided not to do that out. And they're going to fight and kidnap people and commit acts of terrorism, all with one goal: to never be like black people, to never be like Hispanics, to never be like the so-called North American Indian. This is the kind of things that happen to us that other people would never stomach. This brother got his arm broken because he took someone's pen. The problem is a police officer in America believes that he has the right to break the law if you're black. He believes that a perk, a fringe benefit of being a cop is being able to release your anger on black people. When you've had a bad day, Maya, when your wife is arguing with you at home, when you're mad about your paycheck or mad about something on your job, they believe they can take their frustration out on black people. Each and every one of us have been angry because someone took our pen, someone cut us off in traffic. But a police officer believes he can harm you without repercussion, and he is right. This brother who got his leg broken, he got arrested, not the cop. He got arrested. He was in the wrong because he took this cop's pen, and that he got arrested. Now let me give you the future. He never gets convicted. By the time it goes to court, they throw the case out because it's enough for a so-called arrest, but the district attorney is never going to prosecute this at all, and the cop will get sued over it. But it's always enough to make that cop feel strong. Now he gets to feel like he's a tough guy, which is all these effing cops are, a bunch of failed high school football players and bullies. They're a bunch of effing bullies. And like any bully, they do this like in high school or grade school. They can't just go to school and play football and go home. They can't do that. They have to haze somebody. They have to hurt somebody because it fills the hole that they have in their soul. And that hole needs to be filled by violence so they can feel like they're finally adequate, that they're finally a man like their daddy said they should be. They're finally a man because they get to hurt somebody. They're just bullies out. They're just bullies. And in another country, there'd be revolution. In another country, there will be absolute revolution over things like this. There's not, because black people kiss the hand that beats them. Maya, you want to say something?
Because I remember I used to watch shows and movies, you know, where the group of white kids sit at the table and then the nerd kid walk by with his lunch and they trip him, make him fall and spill his milk in his face and smack his books in the puddle of water. And I say, that's just TV, but that's these people, you know, that's how these people are. And laugh, you fall with the milk on you and you wet and your clothes messed up and they just sit there and laugh. And I said, that's some bullying, that's them. You know, that's them. And they grow up to be police officers.
And let me tell you what the Bible says, if I could. The Bible says that the poor man has God as his defender.
That's right.
They see the rich don't have to worry about this. Rich neighborhoods, they ain't gonna pull over anybody for fear that it might be a congressman's son or some rich man's son. They're gonna go unpoliced, rich neighborhoods, affluent people. But God said the poor have God as their defense. What'll happen is the Most High God will defend them out. That's all that'll happen. You know what's on the rise? Suicides among police officers. Suicides. That's what'll happen now. The suicide rate will go through the roof. And everyone will wonder why and hire psychiatrists. The poor has God as his defense. The poor has God as his defense.
You know, I worked this job for like about 8-9 years. You know, doing this work, and I sit back and I hear these stories and kind of like, I'm like, how the hell did that really happen? Like, I could not have sat back and let that happen over nothing so trivial. I mean, the cat ain't fight you back over an ink pen. Are you kidding me? Like, that would not have happened with me. And I'd be wondering, like, where are these coworkers at? Where are these cats that work with this cat that got some heart to stop these things, man? I never forget one day, I got a call. We didn't get a call. It was a car stop. Somebody had a car stop. It had to be like 39th and Market or somewhere around there, right? And I hear it in his voice. You can hear distress in the man's voice. So I heard it. And the dispatcher heard it. You hear, boop. Units expedite the backup officer, something. So I'm down there by CHOP.
I hit the U-turn, man. I was flying. I get up there. Okay. He in his car. And I look at the person he stopped. The person he stopped in the car chilling. He chilling. And in my mind, I'm saying to myself, what the hell is going on? So I said, yo, let me talk to you for a minute, man. He said, what's up? I said, don't you ever in your mother like call out something like that? Are you kidding me? He said, what? I said, what you mean? What, motherfucker? You see us flying up here? Over your car stop? I said, man, what are you doing, man? You would get somebody hurt acting like this here. And you cannot be doing that to people, man. He got kind of mad at me and told the sergeant on me. And I said, I don't give a F. He should not have done that, man. Somebody don't get hurt. Like men like that really should not wear that badge. They should not take that oath. They should not have that kind of power because they don't know what to do with it. I've seen it time and time again with the men who should not be doing it, man. Yeah, and listen, this, you know what the crazy part about this, you know? This would always amaze me. Everybody know. From the lieutenant, from the sergeant, everybody know this cat right here should not be working. He should not be a law enforcement officer. But more than likely, he got family that knows somebody, that family that knows somebody else is how he got a job. And they won't get rid of him because he should not have that badge because of what he did. And I guarantee this is the case with this cat right here. And more than likely, he's done this before. Sir.
I'm gonna give Haas some absolute logical and real life backup. You're gonna look up this for a second, Yediah. Look up Camden, New Jersey, disbanded its police force. Let me tell you how you could actually do this, right? How you could actually do this. This happened. There's a place called Camden, New Jersey, everyone. Camden, New Jersey is very close to the city of Philadelphia. Now, for about 30 years, people from Philadelphia looked down on Camden, New Jersey because of its crime. Camden was like a hellhole compared to Philly. Now, Philly was no picnic, but people who lived in Philly considered Camden to be far worse than Philadelphia. Then New Jersey had a mayor, Chris Christie. And Chris Christie fired every single cop in Camden, New Jersey, the entire police force. Before he did this, Camden police force had a record number of civilian complaints because of police abuse. And crime was like 5 times more than Philadelphia, which was a larger city. The governor of New Jersey fired every cop in Camden, New Jersey, and hired all new cops. Do you know what happened, Oz? Crime went down in Camden, New Jersey. The complaints from the civilians went down. Now, people in Camden don't want people from Philadelphia to come to Camden. They don't want that. There was a cop, give me the sheriff that told everyone, if you're from Philly, don't come to Camden. This happened like 3 months ago. Where the sheriff said, we don't want any Philadelphia people coming to Camden, bringing your crime to Camden. If you want good cops, you could get them. Fire all the bad cops. New Jersey did it. Can you put it up on the screen? New Jersey did it. They said, all you're doing is beating up civilians. You're not even arresting criminals, which is what these districts do. All they do is beat up innocent people for taking pens. But the drug dealing goes on and the murders go on. But if you walk down the street with a hoodie, you're going to be beat up by a cop. Camden was just like that. That mayor, that Chris Christie fired every single cop, hired all new ones. They built relationships with the community, and now they laugh at Philadelphia because of Philadelphia's high crime rate. That happened. This is something, you understand, the crime problem in America could be fixed. You could actually do it. You could actually have good police officers if you treated them like sanitation workers. If you said, well, this trash man is throwing trash up and down the street, fire him, and let's get new trash men. You know how the trash in these cities, trash everywhere? You should fire all the trash people and get people that will pick up the trash. Before you know it, the city is good. These cities choose to be dysfunctional. They choose to have police officers that oppress black people. They want it like that because it gets people elected. Because then somebody could say, look at the crime, the police need more money. Look at the crime, we need to have new leadership. But they could fix it if they wanted to. I'm giving you a real life study. It happened in Camden, New Jersey. Do you have it, Mara? Put it up on the screen, then we're on to the next story.
with 20,000 in attendance turns into chaos and confusion. Aisha Fortosi recorded this video from the Camden waterfront. Panic. Considering violence in their community.
One of the suspects has a tie to Philadelphia. And we just want to send a clear message to the thugs and criminals and gun-bearing freaks over in Philadelphia who live in a society of lawlessness. We don't want you here.
Police say the little girl who was shot was taken to
Camden.
And criminals and gun-bearing freaks over in Philadelphia.
Find all the cops, Morale, if you could. Udiah. Now that's the mayor saying, you gun thugs from Philadelphia, we don't want you here in Camden. We got a peaceful paradise over here in Camden. Good. We don't want you coming over here from Philadelphia. How did it start? Udiah.
Wakan, sir. This city disbanded its police department 7 years ago. Here's what happened next. Camden, New Jersey may be the closest thing to a study that can get. Before its police reform, Camden was routinely named one of the most violent cities in the U.S.
Yes, it was.
Now, you understand that? I hope you heard that.
Yeah.
This was the most violent, one of the most violent cities in the U.S. for 20 years.
Yeah, they were
for
bad.
20 years.
Yeah.
It was Camden, East Los Angeles, Chicago. It was the most violent city in America.
When I was growing up, you go to Camden and get carjacked.
That's what was going to happen to you.
Yeah.
You die.
Now, 7 years after the old department was booted, through and through 100 officers were rehired, the city's crime has dropped by close to half.
Did you just effing say half? Half? Half, Maya. This ain't fixable. This ain't something we can fix. You put the Israelite school of UPK in charge of these cities. We'll cut the crime by 75%. How about that, Maya? I'm being conservative. I think we could do 75%. You give us the budget. You give these failing police officers, these failing police forces that have drones and robot dogs. Give us the money. Give us the money instead of buying a robot dog and a drone and a robot. Give us the money, Maya. I think we can do 75%. 75% less crime. What do you want to say, Maya?
I was going to say that they won't like it after a while because the courts will be empty of black faces.
Oh, here we go.
There'll probably be other kind of faces sitting up in court. The real criminals will start to show their face. And they won't like that.
Yes, General Maya. What he's saying is the damn truth. They won't like it after a while because when you go to court, you won't see the face you usually see. Right? But you'll see a whole new one that you don't like to see in court.
God.
I know you understand that. Keep going, Udiah.
Wakan. Officers host outdoor parties for residents, knock on doors to introduce themselves. It was radically different.
What? Taste that, Udiah. Taste that. You know what's happening now in Camden? They're not beating your back and breaking your leg over a pen. They're knocking on the door to people's houses, having cookouts with them, introducing themselves to the citizens, treating innocent people like they're presumed innocent, which is what the Constitution says. They're not treating every black person like they are criminal, like they do in Philadelphia, Chicago, Memphis, like they do. They're not doing that. They're knocking on the doors to the people. They introduce themselves. They're giving the citizens of Camden, New Jersey, customer service, like any employee would. Udiah.
Wakan, sir. It is a radically different Camden than it was even a decade ago.
Let me tell you something. There's your study. That's it. That's science. That ain't a wish and a dream and keep hope alive. That is a case study to what do you do to fix the problems when you have high crime and at the same time a high rate of police abuse. The two shouldn't fit. It shouldn't be high police abuse of citizens and high crime. The police are beating everybody but the criminals. They're breaking the legs of everyone except the child molesters and except the criminals. They're not breaking their legs. This is what you do. Fire every last one. Fire every last one. Dump the whole batch of bad apples out. Start over fresh. Hire new people who have some civility. Introduce yourself to the community. Make yourselves friends with the poor people. Be kind to the people in society. Be kind to the people. Before you know it, the people who are criminals, brother, before you know it, they'll be on the outskirts. They'll be the people that nobody wants to be around. And then now you'll have a 50% drop in crime. That is how you do it. You give Commanding General Yahanna the money that you give the Chicago Police Department, the money you give Detroit Police Department, the money you give Memphis, the money you give St. Louis. Commanding General Yahanna, man, will drop crime in your cities by 75%. Yep. I pray you understand. Yep. Test me. Put us to the contest then, if you think it's a lie. Next story. There's video about that. He broke the cat's leg, beat the cat to death over a damn pen. Beat him and broke his leg.
Okay, General. Okay. You know, you ain't supposed to. Once you give him a ticket or whatever, that part done. What you going back to him for? That's against the law. Like that literally is against the law. I know I couldn't do that. If I stopped a man or a woman and gave him a ticket or XYZ, I can't go back and re-engage him again. For what? Over a pen? I know I'm going to go to jail over it.
Well, I know. Well, let me tell you what's going to happen. If you're at McDonald's and you drop a tray of them cheeseburgers on the floor, you're getting fired. That's what stops people from dropping cheeseburgers on the floor at McDonald's. If you're a cop and you break somebody's leg, you keep your job. And so that you'll never change anything like that. Okay, because he can't get sued. Nothing is going to happen to him. So then you'll keep. If you did what the police do at McDonald's, the burgers would be terrible because people would steal burgers, drop oil on your head, and put the hamburgers on the damn ground and talk to the customers. How would a cop talk to a customer in McDonald's? What's your effing order? What's your effing order? Next. A cop, if a McDonald's employee talked to you the way a cop talks to you, no one would go there. They'd go to Chick-fil-A. The police have no repercussions for what they do. So nothing changes. If you don't know, you can just look to Camden. There was a repercussion. They got fired. Yeah. And crime dropped by 50%, and they got nicer. Yeah. Not tougher, nicer. Yeah. And crime dropped by 50%. That's your case study.
Yeah, I agree.
That's it. If anybody's wondering out there in the political world, just go to Camden, look at what they did, do it again. Done. I don't know what the hell the controversy is. It already happened. Do it again. Morale.
Slogger, sir, if I may, if they worked at McDonald's, they be fighting through the window for your EBT card or your debit card. Where your effing card at?
Shut the little window, break your leg.
Did you take the wrong seat?
Go ahead, or you're dying. Another story. So what? This coffee is excellent as usual, brother. Well done. You got to keep yourself in here to make this coffee. Do what you must do. Make whatever sacrifice must be made to get in there and make this coffee. Or else I'm going to fall asleep right here and lay down flat on this thing. You know I got a brand new baby. And that nigga keeps me up. And too much money. So for those of you that think I know everything, clearly I don't, because I had a new baby at damn near 70 years old. So clearly I don't know everything. What in the hell was I thinking by having a baby at 50 goddamn years old?
I just figured you was tougher than me.
No, I'm not. I'm not tougher than you. That's the crazy part. Okay. So Tawana, keep it coming. Please, you die. Go ahead.
Sir.
Also, I got to get out of here to get that baby in about 2 hours. So let's hurry up. All right, go ahead.
Sir. Viral video shows Nevada teacher knocked down 18-year-old who repeatedly called him a racial slur. Black students launched GoFundMe, says the teacher acted in self-defense.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Here we go. You want to give someone elaborate on it? You die. Go ahead.
Come. A Nevada substitute teacher was arrested for getting into a physical scuffle with a student, according to several reports. Video obtained by News 3 shows the teacher going head-to-head with a student in the hallway in a Valley High school in Las Vegas. On Thursday, the student and the teacher could be seen throwing jabs at one another until the teen fell to the ground. The adult appeared to stand over the teen, but eventually walked away from the area surrounded by students.
So this teacher beat up this teen for God knows what reason. Of course, the teacher was a brother. The teacher was a brother who was calling the N-word. Oh, it switched my up. The oppressor was the student. Attacked the teacher. Is that right, you die? Calling the teacher, who's a brother, the N-word. Imagine that. That's what it's like trying to get a job here in this society, man. Trying to work at a white school. Imagine trying to teach some child and be an authority figure to some child that looks at you like you're beneath them, like you're below them. You die. Go ahead. Please.
Arrested after a fist fight with a high schooler. It was all caught on video. This is 27-year-old Recon Smith, now out of jail. In fact, we first brought you this video yesterday. Now some accusations that the student used racial slurs starting the fight. The question remains, who is in the wrong? 8 News Now reporter Ryan Matthey explains from court.
Well, the fight in that video resulted in the substitute teacher losing his job, a ban from teaching in the district, and a bail amount of $9,000. Sources indicate to 8 News Now, though, that the student in this fight was also arrested after allegedly making racially charged comments before the first punch. 27-year-old Raquan Smith waved to family he'd soon reunite with. Roughly a day after this video showing him hitting a student to the ground and continuing to fight until other students separated them. This at Valley High School in the East Valley, where school district police confirm he was a substitute teacher at since November. Sources tell 8 News Now that the student's use of the N-word fueled the flames of the fight.
This seems to be sort of a unique situation.
But bail was dropped and Smith was set free on Friday. The judge citing a lacking criminal history and deeming no flight risk.
If it had not been the teacher who was in this altercation, it would have been another student.
Khalif Fox Miller is president of the Nevada PTA, who's not yet pointing the finger at either side.
Does it make any difference that this was a substitute teacher involved?
I think it makes a difference in the training.
Her concern is not enough de-escalation training amongst educators for situations like this with educators that have only a handful of teaching experience. This just the most recent altercation caught on camera between adult and student on or near the CCSD.
The teacher defended himself, man, to the best of his ability, which is every man's right. It's every man's right not to be assaulted in the workplace. And of course, because of these rich children, these rich oppressors' children, they think we're supposed to just get punched in the face on these jobs, brother. Everyone is able to defend themselves. And as you know, in these predominantly oppressor schools, you know they'll do more than punch you in the face. They'll come in there and unalive everybody in the school.
Oh, yeah.
And so this teacher had to defend himself, and he absolutely should be supported because there's no one that should have to suffer violence in the workplace. Yediah, next.
And General, you know that kid. Why you died in the next story? Lord, that kid was way bigger than that teacher too.
Was it?
Not this one here. And this not the one, Mariah. That's something else. That kid was in the grade was big as hell.
Yikes!
You should see he big as hell. He bigger than that student. And this kid up here talking, giving him all kind of racial slurs, and his face XYZ come at him. Look how big. I know he caught him falling. But that's a big kid.
Yeah, listen, the brother had to step up there and defend himself.
That's a big kid right there.
What else is he going to do? Let this kid assault him and brutalize him? Come on, man. Come on. You got it. Next story.
And these kids, man, this shit. They catch you. They catch you. You know what I'm saying? That teacher be laid out and they still be punching.
You know what I'm saying? You damn right. Come on, man. Go ahead, you die.
Ghana Khan, sir. Says more about you than it does about him. D.L. Hughley blasts Stephen A. Smith following his apology for saying black people could relate to Donald Trump.
Yeah, this is something everyone should get armed against things like this because it's political season right now. Okay, let me just first explain something to you that's hard for good, decent people to understand when they look to celebrities. I think sometime I was reading this week was it the Merchant of Venice? No, it wasn't the Merchant of Venice. It was Macbeth. And I'm reading Macbeth, right? And Macbeth it was a fool in Macbeth. You know, the fool. A fool is a jester or a joker. You might call a joker. And the joker has a hat. You know that hat that a joker has?
Yeah.
With all the balls on it and the goofy shoes and the pants and the colorful things. And they were called court jesters. and entertain the king. And a jester, which is called now a joker, right? To jest means to joke. And I looked at that jester, right? They had a little picture of him in the book. He like, you know, he looking like a joker. And they described this court jester in the book Macbeth by William Shakespeare. And I said, who would know that hundreds of years later, this entertainer would tell us who to vote for? Do you understand that right now, an entertainer tells you who you should vote for? 200 years ago, there was this googly, googly, smuggly, smuggly, dancing in front of a king. They were called fools.
Right.
Because they just danced and were goofy and did the popped and locked and did the robot. That entertainer is going to say, vote for Biden. And you're going to do it. They're going to say, vote for Hillary. They're going to say, vote or die. He is an entertainer. In Shakespeare's time, he was called a joker. He was a court jester. He was nothing. In the Roman times, they were considered filth. But entertainers were like the lowest form of people. An entertainer, he dances for money. He sings for money. Well, here's the problem. Entertainers now control who you vote for. They are paid money by Biden to say, don't vote for Trump. They're paid money from Trump to say, don't vote for Biden. They're not giving you their honest opinion. They are paid performers. If Stephen A. Smith is saying black people can vote for Trump, he has gotten a check from the pro-Trump organization to go make that clip. What's that cat name who loves Palestine? The battle, did he battle Captain Tazaryak or was going to battle Captain Tazaryak? No, he's a Jake. He's from Philadelphia. Oh, what's his name? Some Jake. He's from Philadelphia. I think he might have gotten the battle with Captain Tazaryak, or we were working on one, but he's from Philly and he loves Palestine. Loves Palestine like they're his blood cousins. What's the other one with the crazy hair that loves Palestine? The professor. Looked like the nutty professor if he was black. Cornell West, right? Cornell West loves Palestine. He loves them with all of his heart. He loves him. He's paid to love Palestine. He gets money from pro-Palestinian groups, and he's paid. His opinion is a paid opinion. Stephen A. Smith is giving you his paid opinion. Beyonce, Jay-Z is giving you their paid opinion. They're not giving you their honest opinion. They're telling you they're being pro whoever pays. Mark Lamont Hill. The water my eye. Mark Lamont Hill. Mark Lamont Hill acts like the Palestinians are his cousins. He loves them so much. He's paid to love them. He gets money to love them. Why? He's an entertainer. All of them are paid to perform. Stephen A. Smith is a performer, and he's performing. Don't ever watch an entertainer and listen to his stupid joker, this idiot fool joker, and listen to him to let him tell you who to vote for. He was paid to do that. Does everybody get it? That's all you need. So you turn the internet on, you go, boy, Stephen A. Smith is really laying out a good case. Why in the F am I listening to him about politics? That's the part that blows my mind forever. Jay-Z is now into racial politics to tell us who should protest. A rapper. Now, Stephen A. Smith knows about basketball. Suddenly, he's an expert on geopolitics and in politics now. If you give him money, he'll perform. That's all you need to understand. He's a fool. He's a joke. Everybody gets it done. Next.
He might be knocked out. After knee to neck hold, Ohio cops left black man lying motionless for nearly 6 minutes as they joked with bystanders. He died.
Do we have video?
He died.
That's what he said. Well, let's play it out.
Newly raised body cam footage shows the moments leading up to the death. Oh, he did die, sir. Leading up to the death of an Ohio man who was told he couldn't breathe as they pinned him face down on the floor of the bar.
I heard that video. He sounded like he couldn't breathe. You know what I mean?
Yahweh Shema Shah Barakatah. What's going on, Joe?
Shane, feeling amazing. Feeling amazing.
I'm sorry, you quiet, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, what I interrupt? What y'all on?
A cop story. Your dad was breaking it down for us. He has footage. Please.
You ain't killing me. You ain't killing me tonight. You ain't killing me. No, you guys are killing me. They're on here. They're trying to kill me. 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 Why you trying to kill me? They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. You're killing the sheriff department. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff department. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff department. Call the sheriff. 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 They're killing me. Call the sheriff.
Recently, I'm starting to hear where black people are sheriff protecting.
I'm glad you said that. The tape play. That's how y'all. I almost put a body down this week. Yeah. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Thank the Lord, it was terrible. But for sure, it could have been 10 times worse. I hope. Were they trying to arrest him? Pause that for a second. I hope I don't mind me telling the story. But Captain Ahmad, Yashar and me went on a tactical move this weekend because of a little misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? My niece, his wife, who's pregnant, had her out. And I was bringing her back. And, you know, she got one of them little Kias. And, you know, they be stealing them Kias all the time. So we get back, and the Kia is sitting parked with the lights on. And I pull in right as I see the lights. I'm like, somebody must be in the car. We pull up. I pull behind the car, and I asked her, I said, will somebody be in the car? She was like, no, call your husband. I go, hot. You know what I mean? I'm out in the car. I'm ready to do somebody in. You know what I mean? Little carnal, you know? I call Ahmad. Ahmad slipped downstairs. He hit the other side. You know what I'm saying? We both holding it down. I said, listen, man, stand by. I called 911. I run the whole thing down to them. You know what I mean? What's the emergency? Blah, blah, blah. I believe we have somebody in the vehicle over here. Blase, blase. And I tell them straight up, approach cautiously. Yeah. We are armed. And the cat tell me, listen, I'm about to put the job out. Y'all be careful. But I am going to put it out. I said, all right, go ahead and put the job out. Boom. Brother, we waiting. Ain't nobody showing up. We holding the damn ride on, you know. We hot to trot. Other people coming in, a couple of the neighbors like, yeah, I'm strapped. I got you on this corner. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm good. You know, I know her. Yeah, let's have them before you know it's 5 or 6 hitters out there. We all hot, amped up, ready to go the hell off, right? Thank the Lord he was in it. So finally, I said, we've been waiting too long. We can't see inside the vehicle. I said, I'm approaching. All right, I tell her, Ma, hold that corner because I'm approaching. If they're going that way. He's kind out of one corner. I said, I got you. I jump out the vehicle, come around. I get her out the vehicle, out of arm's way. I run up, hit the car from behind. Boom! To shake it in case somebody's in there and bring them up. I swing around the side. I come up hot on them. Come to find out, nobody's in the vehicle. That's good. Yeah, I was good. But here's the thing. Make no mistake. It ain't no guarantee Esau coming. Because we sat out there a minute. Yeah. And then I checked with them later. Esau never came because they too stretched thin. Even though we told them we was armed. That's right. They still not necessarily coming. So Flavor Flav had it right way back in Public Enemy when he said 911 is a joke. It is, after a while, you're going to call 911. And it really made me think. I'm sitting here in this vehicle. if this had been a real situation, I can't rely on it. You know, you can't hold them off until Esau shows up. If you legal in your city, your state, get serious about life because all the heathens are armed in these cities. Every last heathen is stocking up weapons and ammunition and all that, and they all doing it against you. They ain't doing it against some foreign enemy. They doing it against you, and they taking over whole cities and putting us in subjection underneath it. And that's why we gotta, you know, if it's legal, I ain't telling nobody to do nothing illegal. But if there's anybody in America who should bear arms, it should be us. Like you listening to these Christians and these politicians, they're telling you to turn in your guns. You are a fool. Now, if they're illegal and you doing crime or did crime with them, you need to get rid of them. But if you're going to get on the straight and narrow, you should get on the straight and narrow.
That's right.
Because you should protect your family legally, legitimately. Okay? Big shout out to the whole Detroit school, the whole team out there, Hadaya Allah, his whole squad, because they came to North Carolina, brother, and they expunged tons of people's record. Something that you never believed could be done before. You understand? They come together, brother. They got that thing down to a science. You got a criminal record. You've been trying to get up off of it. Now, ain't no guarantee in every situation. But, brother, they went down there and I was shocked. Hundreds of brothers, they got their record expunged. Them brothers brand new, no felony, nothing on their record. It's hard with a felony. But these cats done sat down and masterminded how to do it legally. And they out there doing it, and really you supposed to be paying big lawyer fees for it. But they doing it in the name of our holy, holy King, Yahushua, who dragged us up out of the filthy dirt and made us men of God. And because they do it, man, you get to benefit from it. And then you can arm yourself and protect your family if you in one of those cities. Even if you're not in one of those cities, you can still learn to. And almost every city in America allows you to have arms in your house. You may not be able to have a concealed carry, but you could have an arm in most cities in your home. So why not protect your home? You know what I'm saying? And listen, call me whatever you want to call me. But when I was living in the Bronx, I stayed with my uncle. Another little short story. I told Muhammad Mayak, I think y'all heard this story before. I'm staying with my uncle. He's living on 106th Street. My mother didn't even want to let us go down there. We little kids. They didn't even want to let us go down. She didn't even want to let us go down there because of 106th Street on the west side, brother, back in the day was like Mogadishu. I mean, it was poor and hell. Wasn't no doors on none of them buildings. Them doors down there, you see, down on Central Park West, there wasn't even no door on the front of them buildings. You know what I'm saying? You lucky if you had a door on your apartment. Everybody had police locks. It was extremely violent, extremely drug-ridden, all that. Crack in the 80s, all that, right? We up in the bed late at night. We in there sleep. We hear our uncle come from the other room into the room we in. We look, and we wondering what he's doing. And we hear it clank, 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 clank. My uncle's just standing there like this. We in the bed, we looking, we trying to wake up, see what's going on. My uncle lift the window up. Now, he didn't lift it up. Actually, the window started lifting up. He looking. The windows start looking up. Now, in the old tenement houses, the pipe, the waistline was made of pipe. They use plastic now. But it was made of pipe, and it ran down in the corner of the wall. So all of a sudden, we see a hand come up into the apartment and grab the pole. And Cat start pulling himself up, about to break into the apartment. My uncle's old vet from the war pull out a daggone 1911 45. The 6-inch boy. You ain't missing too much with the 6-inch. No. And walked right up to the window, looked, and pointed at the cat hand. And I'm thinking he gonna say, you know, get out the window. No. Bow! Bust the cat hand. All you heard was boom! Ah! All into the distance. Now you can't do that. That's illegal. It was illegal then. But on 106th Street back then, it was kind of par for the course. He blasted that cat's hand out. That cat hit the ground and took off. And after that, I learned that lesson. I learned that you have to protect yourself in your home, because what you gonna do? Call 911, expect them to come in your hood and deliver you every time? What you got to do is be clear-minded. Don't do it if you on drugs. Don't do it if you got all kind of emotional, mental problems. Get fixed and then do it. And that's what he did. From a kid, I just learned the lesson that you just gotta, be aware of yourself and protect yourself and be on top of that. So that's exactly what I'm saying, that to say the same situation of what General Mayak mentioned, that you cannot rely on this empire. Nobody cares. The cities already have announced that they're not coming for small crimes that are not violent. Am I right?
That's right.
They came out. See if you find that for me, you die real quick. They are not responding to those calls anymore. You tell them, you see they breaking into what is them stores they raiding? Rite Aid, Walgreens, CVS. They running in them stores out, coming out with bags of stuff. And the corporations are telling them, listen, don't stop them because it could become worse.
Yep.
Let them take what they want. We'll work it out with the insurance company. And brother, that comes because the place is falling apart. That's why. The place is falling apart. People have lost confidence in the empire. And so when you in an altercation out there, brother, unless if you legally can defend yourself, you should, both physically and with other means of defense. Don't leave the physical out either. If you haven't been trained or didn't come up in some kind of training, then you better get into UPK, man, and let us go on and train you. Kyle Abraham that took over from General Muhammad, that Hebrew Academy that is outstanding and going to be something special this year. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? They might even let me come up in there and show y'all some jujitsu. I'll come bring y'all some old school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that. They kept me out now. They don't want me to break nothing now.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
So that was to say on that story that you brought out. You know what I'm saying? You got more on the story, or we done? You found what I was looking for? Yes. Just bring out the part where it says that they allow it. They telling them, that they're not answering them calls. Go ahead.
Khan, why shoplifting is de facto legal in California.
Damn, de facto legal. Meaning it ain't legal, but in essence it's legal because ain't nobody gonna stop you. Go ahead.
Khan said, why won't store employees do anything about the theft? Because they don't want to take the risk. I doubt many would. A Rite Aid employee was murdered recently after trying to stop 2 thieves.
You see that? That's why they don't want you to do it. Because now that employee's family is suing Rite Aid. And so Rite Aid figure, we take a $200 loss on some stuff that this cat steal is better than a $10 million loss because we hired this guy who now turned around and tried to stop some criminal for going in there. And furthermore, if you on security, if you in the UPK and you on security, anywhere in this empire, please do not go get yourself shot over somebody else's, some cat in the world's business. Like with reason, you need to intervene in terms of making a phone call or something like that. But unless you are, a trained officer or something, and even in that respect, this is their empire. Mm-hmm. And they surely ain't paying you what is worth, what your life is worth. Even the military. The military, you get about $30,000 a year. Mm. But if you go private to a contractor, you get $80,000. And you most of the time in less danger than the soldier.
Yep.
And you got more liberty to not take, you ain't under the direct orders. Mm-hmm. You understand? So it show you that who they want to pay, they pay.
Yep.
A security guard in America should be making $100,000 a year. $100,000 a year. They losing their lives just like the cops. Mm-hmm. Why they ain't getting 100 G's? Go ahead. You gonna say something, General?
Yeah, Sunday, General, right before the feast ended, I was in the store with my son and some Jake and his woman and the kids. She had about 3 kids, a cart full of groceries, and the guard stopped them and accused somebody of stealing some milk, and it turned into a mess. The brother started arguing, and this. Then the woman said, "You won't get shot for blaming people falsely." And the cat said, "I'm about to shoot him now." It was a whole mess. I said, "Oh Lord!"
I know you start backing up.
Y'all was shot me. I said, "Back up, y'all!" Because we leave. We try to leave, and they blocking the door.
Right.
I said, "I'm gonna shoot everybody." If that shit go wrong, shoot the good, the bad, shoot it. We'll figure it out later. You know what I'm saying? Long as he said.
I told Haas, Haas had to chastise me one day at the shooting range. Because Haas trying to explain to me the whole tactical about how you handle tactical business in the house. And I told Haas, I said, Haas, I understand what you're saying. I said, Haas, but if anybody enter into my house, all the rules are gone. Haas trying to tell me certain calibers will go through the wall. You can hurt somebody. I'm a little more trained now, I'm a little more sensible. Now I just use the shotgun. But brother, you come in my door and you don't announce, if you coming in, it's major problem. You don't believe me? Ask my husband. Ask Marad, ask officers that been in here. I do not play that. You understand? You got to come right before you come through somebody's door. That's why I always announce. Because a man should be able to protect his own. So I know what you said, man. Once somebody go hot, we ain't talking about nothing. We ain't talking about a damn thing. We're discussion over. But I'm wiser now to, there's a lot of legal repercussions that come after it. And that's why anybody that's learning, man, you should let General Haas, he's a SWAT instructor, you know what I'm saying, police officer. He know all the, you know about every aspect of it, all that. So if you're trying to get it, do yourself a favor, go get a little training course from him. You understand? I didn't have to, but I did anyway because I knew it was a wise thing to do. Here's a man experienced, and he been in the military. I mean, this cat knows his business when it comes to them daggone weapons and tactics and tacticals, you know what I'm saying? So go get a little training and protect yourself because it's going to fall apart. You know what I'm saying? Even Peter and them had to go get a sword. Christ said, man, I'm about to roll out. Go get a sword. You know what I'm saying? You about to have to deal with these fools. So go ahead and do what you got to do. So I just want to add that to what General Mayak was saying. And speaking of the Passover weekend. I know y'all on other stories, huh? Y'all ain't gonna let me get it. Yeah? 1029, all right. First of all, I want to give a big shout out. I want to get their names right, though. Hold up. It's so many people that need to be thanked over this Passover weekend because this Passover weekend was truly a major success and a milestone to a whole lot of bigger things. I implemented a whole, excuse me, in the name of Yahweh Shai, I implemented a whole bunch of new things that we're going to bring into the nation of Israel to expand and grow and do more for people and do more to get Christ's word out. Because the brothers and sisters that handled this weekend were absolutely flawless. I heard y'all mention it earlier. I won't go into all the details. What happened during the black party with that blackout was such a level of disrespect, but we handled it so amazingly. Big shout out to all the sisters and brothers who were on the babysitting team. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, they handled, feel this for a minute, for those of you that are watching, they handled 300 babies that were not their own. They handled 300 of them in pitch black darkness. And let me tell you something, and did not lose one.
That's right.
Did not lose a single baby. You understand? 300 of them. Got everyone back to their parents in pitch darkness. Big shout out to the security team. Oh man, Shemawa Haj, Shemawa Allah, Akkad Abarayah. Akkad was relentless on that thing as well. So was Shemawa Allah, General Haj. Big shout out to them for holding that thing. I mean, amazingly securing the zone. Everything went way better than we thought it was. Big shout out to Captain Ty Ward. I mean, I might miss you tonight, but I will be bringing it up. You understand? Big shout out to Captain Ty Ward because getting that many people, Ty Ward moved almost 1,000 people or more from the hotels to an hour and a half away to the venue and back. And did it damn near flawlessly. Planned it out, organized it. I mean, I don't know how he did it, but he did it amazing. So big shout out to him. Lakamaya with the food. Big shout out to him. Nakam. My son. Y'all on my son. Kamaya. listen, he was amazing. Him, General Shalmar, working with y'all with the food distribution. That was the first time there was no lines for the food.
Yeah.
They did an amazing, amazing job. Meshach Mayan with his team. I.S.U.P.K, you badass nigga, man. I.S.U.P.K. We're running the service, man. I mean, the generals, everybody was so amazing. Bana Shara with the children's party, which was insane. She had the whole adults back. Adults wanted to get on the trampolines. They couldn't fall on the baby. When she throw a kid's party, it'd be insane.
Yeah.
It'd be insane. You understand? And went out her way. I mean, I gave her a ridiculous budget. She didn't care. She went and got her girls together and rose the budget up and did more stuff than the budget I gave her. I said, why you do that? You know what I'm saying? That's how hard she went at it. Who I'm missing? So many. Everybody. I'm going to be bringing it out over time. But now I got to show y'all something. Oh, wait a minute. I got some incoming.
Lamb slaughter.
Oh, forget about it. Big shout out to Akad Abraham and the whole squad on the lamb slaughter. Did it up strong. All right. I mean, I could go on and on. It was so much. But I got to get this for y'all. Y'all got to bear with me 1 second here. Let me get this real quick because I got to show y'all something that I know you don't know about yet. But I'm about to hook you up. All right. Bear with me 1 second. And let me get the names. All right. Here we go. All right. I mean, this is some crazy mess. First of all, let me give a big shout out to Tommy and Josie McCullen. Those were our hosts at the field at the Red House. All right. That first of all, like y'all brought out earlier, they was amazing in that it was last minute. You understand? They took a chance on us. They wasn't sure. Mr. McCullen came in. He was like, listen, y'all ain't going to tell my place, right? We said, Mr. McCullen, we got you. You good. You solid. He said, all right, I'm holding you to your word. And sure enough, the brothers spanked it out. Top to bottom, totally organized. All kinds of madness. Tried to break in there. They lied afterwards, brother. They said we was in there killing goats and drinking the blood and worshiping Satan. They said we was in there having orgies. They was saying all kind of, they said that we had a standoff with the Snow Hill Police Department. First of all, big shout out to Snow Hill, North Carolina. You know what I mean? Especially to all our haters in Snow Hill, North Carolina. You have truly done your job with honoring Christ with your lives. And for that, we again thank our holy king for raising us up. So here's the deal. They said that we had a standoff with the cops and that we had so many guns that the cops could not fight us and had to capitulate and we took over the town, which is a complete and utter lie. Well, if you left the venue, the cops was down at one of the stores hanging out in the parking lot with nothing to do. They had their cars lined up, they shooting the breeze, kicking it, having coffee and donuts. That's how quiet it was that night. But they were putting it online like we were the evilest people in the world. And that's why black people, Latino people, Native Indian people, you got to fight to know what is true and right. Don't live a lie. Find out what is true. The brotherhood and sisterhood in the UPK is unmatched because of our King Yahushua. Our King Yahushua walked us into this world the right way. And we in his house. We in his world. And being in his world, so much good comes out of being in here. And what they were saying was so wrong and so evil to do to us and to do to the greater Black and Latino and Native Indian community at large, to slander us this way. And then when we went online and started answering their lies, Guess what they did? They took all the posts down.
Yep.
Sanitized the whole website. Wiped it all out because they knew it was lies. They were slandering the hell out of us. And let me tell you how bad they were slandering us. Again, big shout out to Mr. Tommy and Mrs. Josie McCullum. And let me tell you how bad they were slandering us. They got a call from Mr. Ben Lanier of the Greene County NAACP. And he told them, I heard that you have some blood-drinking terrorists on your property terrorizing the town of Snow Hill. He called in. Well, their speaker, the attorney, Mr. William Edwards, got on the phone with him and said, that's ridiculous. These brothers have been stellar, have been amazing. They did an amazing job. You know, they treated us with greatness. They took care of our property. All those things that you heard of was a lie. They were so impressed with you brothers in the UPK. Big shout out to Iraq. Yeah. Big shout out to I.S.U.P.K.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Akkad, Abarayim, and again, so many more. The Shamar team, brother, was next level.
Yeah.
The Shamar team was next level. Cap McCall came to me. He said, General, what do you think of security? You know, what do you think of the security? I said, it was stellar. He said, yeah, because I was thinking about a couple of things. I knew he was going to hit me. I said, oh. I said, what you thinking about? He said, I was thinking about a mobile command center. I couldn't say no, man. I said, shit, let's do it. I couldn't tell him no. He knew where to get me.
How much is that going to cost?
Yeah. Listen, I ain't even asked him. Listen, he called me out. Listen, I got off the highway that night, and I had to see him about, so I was tired, did 8 hours. I called him up. I said, listen, man, I got to talk to you, man. We got to take care of something. He said, all right, General, come on up. I'm tired. I just got off the road. I shoot up there another 30 minutes to see him. He hit me with that. Approved. I ain't teaching y'all to do that. All right? You catch me in a bad from it, something won't get approved. But what they did, what all them brothers did was so right. That we should do that. I mean, and you should see what they're getting ready to implement into the whole Shamar department to work with all the brothers and sisters for the safety of the brothers and sisters. Yeah. All the children were safe, all that. They were so impressed by the UPK that they called us in to clear 10 more acres on their land. They want to build a convention center. Give it up. Including parking and everything. They said, listen, man, we're going to give y'all the contract. Y'all come in and clear this whole land down, and we're going to build us a convention center over here. That's how encouraged they was by the work that was done. So we'll definitely be back. Thank you, City of Snow Hill.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to definitely come back, especially when the convention center's built. You know what I'm saying? So while others believe lies against Christ's anointed and against Christ's soldiers and sisters and family, there's some that can see through the lies and the darkness.
That's right.
There's some that don't get moved. Some of you will never come back to a Passover because I said the NAACP call. I already know. I know some of you be like, I ain't never going to that Passover. NAACP mad with them. Some of you are scared to lose your job. And let me tell you something. I don't blame you. You got bills to pay. You got stuff to deal with. But I'm going to tell you something. If you could get free from that fear, you could do amazing things for the Most High. And now's the time to do it. Once again, I quote Mordecai. Mordecai told Esther, don't think that you are going to save your life. The Lord will deliver Israel another way, and you will lose your life. You know what I mean? Christ said it as well. He that try to save his life shall lose it. I'm not telling you quit your job. I ain't telling you lose your job. But if you could lose the fear of it, because a lot of times you don't got to quit your job. Nope. You just afraid somebody going to know and you're going to have to answer it. You got to fight that. All of us had to fight it at one time. You got to fight it. If you fight it, you might do something amazing. in this work of the Most High like these brothers and sisters did. And so we'll be back to see them again. Big shout out to their attorney. Big shout out to the McCullens, man. Big shout out to Snow Hill. Put us down. Now, was a little controversy I heard over China Monet. I cook, I clean, I shut up. Let me tell you something, man. Most High Christ, like, let me tell you something. Anybody that couldn't understand what we did, first of all, it was a party. That was not the Passover, dum-dum. For those that were so evil against us, that was not the Passover. That was a party. And boy, oh boy, I wish you could see. I wish you had the insight to see past your own carnal self. Because what that sister did was come up against something so much greater than your sorry behind. She came up against the entire destroy the black woman machine. They got a whole machine of small hats that are dedicated to making sure the black woman stays your enemy. They dedicated to it.
Yep.
They raise it from the cartoons to their adulthood to teach her how to humiliate and belittle you and to take your soul from you. And I wish you could see that what China Monet did was offer us an opportunity to put into their world a virus against the propaganda.
That's right.
China Monet brought a virus against the propaganda that started destroying the propaganda. And how we know it is how you fake Israelite women reacted. Our sisters was in there jamming to her. Y'all was online cursing her out. I was surprised. I shouldn't have been. Because a lot of you sisters are in fake Israelite groups, but you haven't given up the demon of hatred of black men, Latino men and Native Indian men. You haven't given up that demon. You understand? Nobody expected her to be perfect, but she did something good for the brothers. She motivated the brothers like hell. She motivated brothers that may not have been that strong. You know, we got warriors and killers in here, but every brother is not that strong. Some brothers is fighting. And you know what? I forgot to tell y'all this. I'm going to tell you something. Boy, I love being in this truth. I am a truly, when I go to the Lord and I say, Lord, I just ain't getting this job done for you. The Lord always come back to me and say, shut your goddamn mouth and do the job because you're getting it done. That be the vibe on it. Because let me tell you what happened. I was shocked, y'all. So I'm going to jump back to the China Monet in a second. But after the China Monet incident, I got back up here to the city, right? Do you know I got calls from several brothers that called me up and said, I want to talk to you about something, man, that I never talked to nobody about. I'm like, what's up? And they were like, I would never show this, but I feel that same weakness under my woman. And I said, well, come on, let's break it down. Now, brothers trying to be strong, but some brothers struggling, fighting with it. And brother, I broke it down with them and we went and really got into it. Come to find out, not a lot, but some brothers are broken inside from their youth. From your mama, you've been beat to piss. By the time you become an adult, you trying to be in a relationship, you trying to be strong in the truth, but you got a thorn in your side because you got a woman who's a monster and you don't have the tools to fight that spirit. And here's the thing, in you fake Israelite groups, you harboring the spirit. At least in here, we casting that demon out.
That's right.
But you harboring that demon in there. And when I saw this song, I think it was Captain Cesariak sent it to me too. When I saw this song, right? When I saw this song, give me a tissue, y'all, Salaki. Not bad.
Sir. Come on, sir.
Salaki. You bring me back. When I saw this sister make this song, it was so radically against what they were doing. I had to speak to her. I had to know how much courage it took her to do this. And those of you in them fake Israelite groups, you wanted to stand with the ones that hated somebody making a song like this. You wanted to trash her and wipe her character out and dog her for making a song that was supposed to be what you were fighting for.
That's right.
You're supposed to be fighting for that domesticated sister who's down with her man again. You were supposed to be on that team. Come to find out, you was not on that team. You were on the opposite team. And that's why Christ said, you shall know them by their works. Because you in an Israelite group, you all wrapped up in your little halfway African purple garments made by women. You all up in there, and you a monster on your own man. You beating his spirit down. Like you still in charge. You still the boss of the situation. You still running the show. And a lot of brothers, it takes them decades sometimes to find out how to break that off of them. Some brothers come in the truth and don't want to touch a woman for years until they figure that thing out. Because that's how diabolical the small hats done poured this shit into us, right or wrong.
That's right, sir.
Like they done made a division between men and women that was never, I mean, men and women have been coming together since the beginning of time. All of a sudden, we got this divide with us and our woman. All of a sudden, our young men don't know how to really court and deal with a woman. Our young women don't even know the first thing about how to deal with a man. Like they done systematically wiped us off the map with knowing how to deal with one another, knowing the proper roles. That's why them other nations who make, I'm coming to you right now. That's why them other nations who make arranged marriages, those nations, they got a system to how they raise their families. And that's why they got less problems than we do. But our problems come from our slave master, instead teaching us how to lust, how to do everything but what we should be doing, what the Lord gave us in the scriptures. And this sister here came up against it. That took a lot of courage. She chanced her career.
Yeah.
She catching more hate mail from you fake Israelites than a little. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. She catching nothing but hate mail from you. When meanwhile, she was supposed to be saying a song that you want. And she said something else. Listen, if you go back and hear the interview that she did with me, she said she had to learn that her mother didn't do that. And she said a brother taught her how to do that. And if some of you had enough courage as she did, you would be taught it by a brother too. You in a fake Israelite group. You know the role of a man and a woman, but you hated on her like you ain't never heard that before. Meanwhile, she in the world went and learned it from a brother and applied it and put her career on the line with it. And then you hating on, I heard some of you old monsters, some of you you just a sullen beast. You're just you're just not a good human. Just a foul, selfish, disgusting, rotten ass piece of garbage. Excuse my friend. And some of you trash her. You went and found old pictures of her. You know what I mean? Half dressed or God knows where she came from. Half you sisters in these fake Israelite groups, y'all ex-strippers.
That's right.
Y'all acting like y'all come out of,
That's right.
Like your daddy was in there courting you. Yeah. You was up there, you was selling ass, nigga. Yes, just 2 seconds. All you did was wrap a head wrap on you, and all of a sudden you, who you think you fooling?
Right.
You super bitch now. You super Israelite. 2 seconds ago, you was serving up tail, you understand, on the 2-shot minimum. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Where's the balance in all this? Evil? Yeah, the sister came out, but listen, she respected me. She came to that black party, she dressed head to toe. And she looked good too, huh? You young guns, I don't know if she married or not. I think she is married. She is married. She was a nice looking sister. You understand? She was dressed head to toe, put on a show for the brothers, showed them some sexiness, didn't get vile, didn't do nothing unseemly, didn't sing no song that was out of order. None of that. But what she did was bigger than us. What she did was just a smidgen of what we could do if we all decided we was going to promote sisters who made songs that brought families together.
That's
what
right.
if we did that? Y'all buried Indira. Y'all buried her. She was down to earth making positive songs. Y'all buried her. Foxy Brown switched over and was making positive songs. You buried her. What's the one from Philly I love? The heavyset girl. Jill Scott. I love her music. Another sister tried to drop positive songs. You buried her almost. She's still alive. I'm gonna try to get her at one. Y'all know what to do. I'm trying to get Jill Scott at another event. Y'all get on the phone. You understand? Like y'all buried her. So for those sisters that came up against it, it was negative. How you gonna come up against that, man? When it was positive, it was not the Passover. It was, and I heard some of you got online. She's supposed to come in there, sit down, and shut up. She ain't supposed to say nothing. She got hired to sing, dummy.
That's right.
She's an entertainer.
Right.
That's what she does. She got hired to sing. I pray it encourages a ton of our young sisters in the school who I know how to rap but wouldn't dare come out with it. I pray they come out with some songs. I pray they get up on them tracks and put it to you, old evil rockhead monsters. Oh, I'm hoping they come out with it this year. Like, you don't understand the fight we in.
That's right.
That's why you all negative. We in a fight for the souls of our people.
That's right.
You understand? And the small hats is spending billions to crush us and wipe us out. They own your music. They own your TV set. They own everything you see. They design your culture. They tell you what to wear. Kanye brought that out. They design your clothes. They tell you what to think. Like y'all brought out earlier. They own your entertainers. They tell you who to vote for. They run your whole goddamn life. And you so dumb, some of you. Some of you dumb. And listen, here's the amazing part. Now I got this air. I'm totally confused at this right here. That's why I don't mess with you fake Israelites. Because here's the part that had me completely confused. Fake Israelites was making tapes, females, making tapes about how evil China Monet was and how evil the I.S.U.P.K is. And you was quoting scriptures. The Bible says, I suffer not a woman to
Thank you,
teach.
sir. Thank you. Yeah. You a spiritual man. Yeah. My friend.
Like, I'm watching the tape. The broad is quoting, you teaching and you ain't supposed to be teaching.
Right.
And you trashing China Monet. I'm like, I'm missing something. I started to call somebody up and say, am I missing the scripture here? You big dummy. You trashed. First of all, she didn't quote no scriptures. She sung, which is what she was hired to do. She did her job. You violated the Lord to trash her.
That's right.
You went and violated the Lord's law to trash her, which show you how evil you are. Even though, you know what we got a problem with? We got a problem with self-righteousness. We got such a problem with that out, and it was so why Christ came up against it. That's why Christ said, say not because you are the children of Abraham. Say not, meaning even though you are the children of Abraham. He said, do not, get it for me, you guys, so I don't just, like, this is so important. We got such a self-righteousness about us, man, that comes from that disgusting church.
Right.
We think we are so important when we are not. We think we so special. You so special that you break the Lord's law to trash a sister that didn't break any laws. That all she did was perform on the stage, fully clothed, didn't break no laws.
Yep.
But you gonna break the Lord's law to trash that same sister. Amazing. Give it to me, please. The one where Christ says, say not because thou art Abraham's seed. You know the one I'm talking about? You know that one? Get that one for me. I think Paul said it, right? Or Paul said it, or but Christ came back and said it as well. Give me the one. I want the one that Christ said. You know the one I'm talking about? Where they were saying
that's the one. The one Christ said is the one you want.
Give me that one. Give me that one.
Not the one Paul said.
Right. That's the one. Because Christ said it, and we should learn it. You are not special. You black women that's in these fake Israelite groups. Your garment don't make you special. Your head wrap don't make you special. What makes you special is your service to the Lord. And listen, and the scripture, here's another scripture you was breaking. Damn right, sis. Damn right.
Damn right, Joe.
Here's another scripture you breaking. The scripture said, nor to usurp authority over the man. I know what the hell I'm doing. I've been building the UPK for 40 years in some of the worst damn times on the face of this earth. I know what I'm doing. How the hell you come out of West Bum Hell and now all of a sudden you an authority over the men of God like you know better and violating the Lord's law to do it? You got me, you die?
Colonel McCon, sir.
Tell them where you at.
The book of John, chapter 8. I'm going to start at verse 38, sir. I speak that which I have seen with my Father, and ye do that which you have seen with your father.
This is Christ speaking, correct?
Colonel McCon, sir.
Right. Christ said you doing what you've seen of your father, which your father is Satan. Your father is Satan instead of the Lord. Go ahead, huh? And if I could, real quick, a little quote. And you remind me so much of those people. I want you to get one more scripture for me, y'all. While he's reading this, get me the scripture where Christ went to heal the man's hand that was withered, and they tried to come up against it. But I want you to keep reading with me, you die. Somebody else found it. Y'all pull it up.
37 to 40.
You got that one.
That's 37 to 40 is the one he needs. What's the other one?
The one where Christ went to heal the man's hand, and they went on the Sabbath, and they tried to stop him. That's y'all out there. You so evil, and you don't even know it. First, read this one for me.
Commonwealth in the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 37. I know that ye are Abraham's seed.
Go up above it real quick. Go up above it. What I'm about to read to you, what Yediah is about to read to you is so important that you learn this because you're so far from the truth and you don't even know it. Go ahead. And listen, one last, I'm sorry. I got so much rolling off the top of my head. Imagine what would have happened if the entire Israelite world honored and backed up China Monet for coming up against the small hats. You would have encouraged so many young girls to drop positive songs. You could have started a wave of it. The Lord said, you are the salt of the earth. Instead of using that salt to wake up tons of young sisters to come into the truth and make positive songs, you trashed the one sister that had enough courage to come up against the small hats. And you buried the flame before it had a chance to light a decent fire. You so wretched and you don't even understand. You're such a selfish pig that you can't even understand. You don't understand me. You don't even understand me. You don't understand what I'm doing. You don't even understand none of this. You think I'm just an emotional, man about, being an Israelite. When I am a relentless, bloodthirsty, murdering monster to bring forth Christ's kingdom.
That's right.
But you can't even see, damn right, give it up. You can't see me coming. You don't even see me coming. Go ahead, Yediah. I apologize. Read this for me. Two scriptures.
Sir. I know that you are Abraham's seed.
Go above it. Go above it.
Sir. The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 36. If the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed.
Go ahead.
Now
he's saying I could make you free. I can give you what you need to be free. That's what we tried to do with China Monet. Free you, dummy. Go ahead.
Verse 37. I know that ye are Abraham's seed.
No, okay, you got to go up above. To the part where they said, "Are you better than?" The reason why he brought up Abraham's seed. Read it for me. He in this story he says, because this is what they did. They did what Israelites do. Okay. They did what fake Israelites do. Always trying to identify themselves as an Israelite, but never doing what the Lord said. Go ahead, read that.
The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 31. Then said Jesus to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Go ahead.
Verse 33. They answered him, we be Abraham's seed.
Boom. Christ said, I can make you free. If you listen to me, if you follow what I said, I will make you free. They said, we Abraham's seed. What we need you to make us free for? We Israelites. GEN.YAHANNA wasn't supposed to, he wicked. He wasn't supposed to have that worldly sister on the stage. He wasn't supposed to do that. I done woke up more men with her ass on that stage. And you dumb towel wrapped fake Israelites will do any day. She shucked that ass on that stage. And cats came out of the world saying, I'm signing up. I got calls all the way in upstate New York. They was calling me like, yo, what y'all doing? I'm coming to the next one. Listen, let me tell y'all something. So many people called me about the Passover that I have to now set up a $10 bi-weekly payment plan because so many other people saw this and now they want to pay. They want to pay into it. So yeah, so I'm sitting down with Zakar now. We coming together on it. It'll be a you can pay it $10 every other week, 10 months Passover pay. You have 2 months extra. We're gonna get it on. All right. Like we had to do it because that's how many people was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So let me get back to the scriptures. I'm sorry. Go ahead, give me some more. So Christ went and told them, listen, I can make you free, I can get you right. But they was puffed up. They thought they could free them. They thought they was already free because they was Abraham's seed. And remember, these the ones that believed on it. Remember what Yediah read earlier? It said those that believed on it, not the ones that didn't. This wasn't the Sadducees and Pharisees. This the ones that believed on him. They believed him, but they was puffed up. They believed he was the Messiah, but we Abraham's seed. We in here. We in here. When that was not the case, and it is not the case with you, fake Israelites. You just because you call yourself an Israelite, you are not in the service of Christ.
That's right.
You are anti-Christ. Go ahead,
Khan. And we're never in bondage to any man.
We ain't never been in bondage to any man. We free men. Meanwhile, they in captivity under the Romans right now. As they talking to him, they in captivity under the Romans.
Right.
Go ahead.
Khan, sir. How sayest thou, ye shall be made free?
How you say we gonna be made free? We already free in captivity. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. Verse 34. Jesus answered them, verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committeth sin is the servant of sin.
Go ahead.
And the servant,
you commit sin, you're going to serve sin. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. And the servant abideth not in the house forever.
Right. Go ahead. Meaning you're going to turn around and you're going to go be a wicked servant and go against the Lord. You're going to go against the truth. You understand? You ain't gonna stay with the Most High. You're going to go leave that house. Go ahead,
Khan, sir. But the Son abideth forever.
But Christ, his kingdom, that abideth forever. This king right here, brother, I serve him to my death. To the day that air leave out my chest. I'm going to serve this man. And if he give me away, I shall increase it every single goddamn time. Go ahead,
Khan, sir. If the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed.
Then you'll really be free. You'll really have the understanding of these scriptures inside you. And you wouldn't be fooled by why General Yohanna had China Monet up on a stage. You would understand why. Because this truth would really be inside you. That's instead of your own selfishness. Instead of your own pride about who you are when you're in captivity before everybody else. Go ahead, give me more.
Khan, sir, verse 37. I know that you are Abraham's seed.
I know who you are. We know you claiming to be Israelites. Read on.
Khan, sir. But ye seek to kill me.
But you still seek to destroy the righteous. These are the ones that was following Christ. He said, you still seek to destroy me. You still coming up against the Spirit of the Lord. You still want to wipe out your house shot. 40 years I've been on the track. 40 years in the dirt. 40 years in the mud.
Right.
40 years building camps. 40 years teaching and fighting and battling. 40 years.
Right.
Through hell and high water. You still trash me. You wouldn't even give me the benefit of the doubt. You wouldn't even ask me. You wouldn't even say, General, why did you do that? You wouldn't even give me a chance to explain. You so wretched. You make me sick with your evil. And you do it in the name of Israelites. You had to suffer Tahar saying you could rape a 9-year-old child. We had to suffer all the gay men in the purple Israelites. We had to suffer. Tazadakia called himself the God-sent comforter.
Right.
We had to suffer in fighting in battles and carnality. And we stood the test of time. I grinded in this truth.
Right.
That's right.
And I'm more encouraged today than ever before.
Damn right.
I'm more encouraged today than ever before. I understand Paul now. God damn, man, you Israelites. Know when to shut your mouth and when to shut your woman's mouth.
Damn right, sir.
Give it to me, you die. Finish it for me.
Khan, sir. But ye seek to kill me, because my word hath no place in you.
It don't have no place in you, man. Because you think you Abraham's seed, you carnal. You think because you Israelite or got an Israelite name, or you done learned some Hebrew and found out the Jews are black, think that you are special. And you missed the boat on the whole thing, man. And we could have did damage together. We could have did damage worldwide. We could have used this sister's courage to walk into the gates of the rich and noble. We could have used this sister's courage to change what we were doing in this world. We could have stole our daughters back. We could have snatched them from the claws of death. But you don't understand this king. You don't understand his work. You don't understand what he stands for. Give me the other scripture I asked for. Go ahead.
The book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 1. And he entered again into the synagogue, and there was a man there which had a withered hand.
Go ahead.
And they watched him whether he would heal him on the Sabbath day.
That's them. Yeah. That's them.
Yes, sir.
He walked in the synagogue. The man's hand is withered. But instead of being encouraged by the man, by Christ, coming to heal the man, what do these Sadducees and Pharisees do? Let's see if he pulled that nonsense in here. Let's see if he pulled that in here. Let's see what he gonna do. He better not heal him on the Sabbath. That's you fake Israelites. That's y'all. You ain't say to yourself, we know the lyrics in the song is kind of on what we be talking and teaching. So I know General Yohanna must have had a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? So, and you didn't even do enough research to see that it wasn't the Passover. You didn't even do enough research. You didn't even look at the flyer. Like, goddamn. You just jumped on the opportunity to trash brothers who have given their lives in this work. You understand? Who would do whatever. I would listen. I'd do whatever to wake up this nation.
That's right, sir.
You understand? You don't understand me. You have no clue to who I am. I will do shit you never expected I would do. I will do some shit and your eyeballs will pop out your goddamn head. Fake Israelite groups, back up off us, man. If you don't understand, shut the hell up. Let the UPK live, man. Let us live. You ain't on our radar, we ain't got to bother you. Some of you come on our radar because you done violated. And you going to get violated back by the hand of the Most High.
That's right.
But other than that, man, understand this. This is real as it could be. Give me the rest, you die.
Khan, sir. Khan, that they might accuse him. And he said unto the man which had the withered hand, stand forth. And he said unto them, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath days?
That's why he had to say it to them. Because they was cruddy like you Israelites. I ask you, is it lawful to put out a positive song to help save sisters, even if it's by a sister who may come out of the world? A sister washed Christ's feet, put oil on his head that was supposedly of the world, and they hated him for it. Y'all be quoting scriptures and acting like you all about the Lord and this and the Most High and all that. I'm never impressed by y'all, because when the rubber hit the road to really be a servant of Christ, to really show, you always fail. You always fail. And it's why we don't affiliate with you, because you all right when you could really do it right. You fail every time. Like you could have did this right. This sister, Christ, and he said it to the host. I ain't gonna read it because it's on the tape I made. You can just look at the tape. On the tape, I brought it out. How he said to the cat, "Look, man, this sister, you didn't offer me nothing, to wash my feet or something to drink, or I'm paraphrasing, but this sister did it with her very hair." And then said she gonna be remembered. Like, damn, I'm looking for them brothers and sisters. Yo, give me that sister. Give me that sister that's gonna wash her brother. Damn right, they're gonna wash her brother. That see, give me the sisters, just to give you the backdrop and let you die finish. Give me the sister who see a brother like me battling for, and I'm just using myself as an example. I didn't put myself up there with Christ. Neither of my generals and captains, none of us doing that. Okay, but I'm just saying, you looking at me right now in person. Give me the sister that see me having put in 40 years hard labor for the work of the Most High, and come up to me and say, Yohana, man, let me buy you a cup of coffee, or let me do this for you, or let me do that for you, just for the sake of the work, no sexuality involved. Give me that sister. That's a real sister. That's a real sister. You know what I'm saying? Not some old cruddy ass head wrap hooligan who turns around and the first chance she gets pounces on all the hard work we put out to try to save and raise our people up against so many odds, even down to Esau and everything. Like, leave her out. Give me the ones that Christ said, like that sister. And that sister that did that for Christ, she understood his suffering. She knew this. She knew from just being in the streets that what he was doing was probably going to end up. He was probably going to end up with no life. You're going to end up hated. You're going to end up, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She understood that. You know what I'm saying? She understood what Christ was going through. And she understood what he battled for. Y'all don't understand. You playing Israelite. You in Israelite, playhouse. You in the Boy Scout Israelites. That's what you doing. The Girl Scout Israelites. For us, this is the realest thing in our world. There's nothing realer than this. And if you understood that, you would have not been moved by China Monet at all. You would have understood why I did it. You know what I'm saying? Finish it for me, Die, if you can.
Con, sir. Or to do evil, to save life, or to kill.
That's what he said. Is it right to do good or do evil? To save life or to kill? If you understood that, we was trying to save lives with China Monet. She was willing to help us do it. You understand? How many celebrities you could call up and say, hey, come on down and do us a positive show and wake some brothers and sisters up? None. You can't do that. You don't have the insight and ability. And if you do, you're not utilizing it. And you're certainly not calling us up and working with us to utilize it. Right. Them fake purple niggas went down there to that basketball stadium to try to get that basketball player to recognize them. And he said, I don't know who the hell out there. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Then apologized and gave $6 million to the so-called small hat. Didn't send them niggas a quarter. Did not send them purple niggas a quarter. But went and gave the small hats 6 boogies. 6 mils gave them, set them up. You understand? That's y'all world. And did y'all turn around and utilize any of that ability to do what we did? You missing the forest. That's why every sincere brother and sister, if you sincere about learning about being an Israelite and learning the truth and learning about the heritage of your people, please don't go to nobody else. Please come to the UPK under my authority, man, so that I can make sure you're taught right now. You understand? And raised up the right way. You got more of your diet? Is that it? Go ahead, finish it for me.
Con, but they held their peace.
But they held their peace because they knew they was cut. They knew they was cut. You should be cut by these words that I'm saying tonight. They knew they was cut. What you did was evil. It was evil for you to open your mouth, especially a woman. It's totally evil for you to do that. You know how many evil ass women you encouraged by your tapes and your comments? You know how many evil, cruddy, grimy, rotten ass broads you encouraged by that tape? Who's gonna go home and hate their husband and trash the truth and talk about me like a dog and just make our situation 10 times worse. You You don't know what you're doing. I wish you did. Is that it? That was it on that? Come on, brother.
Converse, sir. Verse 5. And when he had looked around about on them with anger, being grieved for the hardness of their hearts.
Right. He was grieved. You feel me? He was pissed off. Because their heart was so goddamn hard. It was so puffed up. We Abraham's seed. Nigga, please. Humble yourself before the Most High and let the I.S.U.P.K teach your fake Israelite ass. It's a lot. I'm all out. I'm using all the wrong adjectives. Go ahead,
Khan, sir. Khan. He said unto the man, stretch forth thy hand. And he stretched it out, and his hand was restored whole as the other.
Go ahead. That was it.
Khan. And the Pharisees went forth and straightway took counsel with the Herodians against him, how they might destroy him.
Went to the eat white man. That's what you fake Israelites be doing too. You don't want no Israelites that say or do anything against your master. You don't want that. You pretend like you do, but you don't want that. And the minute you start to see it, you ready to turn against the Lord's chosen people. Hey, listen, if you haven't done it already, subscribe to this channel, man. Support us in this truth. That's the least you could do for the work we doing all over this world on these streets. Subscribe, hit the like button, you understand, and subscribe and get the notifications, man. Help our algorithm push this truth forward. You understand? A big shout out to Yaradon on these sweatshirts and his wonderful wife. You can get them over there in Chicago, man. They holding it down. Hey, man, I.S.U.P.K. We'll see y'all next time. Live on the UPK. Got the heavy hitters in the building. General Muhammad, General Maka'ala, General Azayah, Officer Murad, Officer Yadayan, all the brothers up in the house with us tonight. See y'all next time live on the UPK. Go ahead, Doc.
Oh, if I could, sir, per Captain Mashak, to stay tuned after the show for the premiere of the All Black Party.
Okay. Let's get it on. All right. I heard that. Shalom.
Yeah.
Then celebrate the death of native Indians. How these other races gon' take us serious? They don't. It's silly thinking you can fight oppression with a vote. I'm so woke, I got sleep deprivation. Belly of the beast giving birth to a nation. You know how I feel to have culture and they take it. It'll never be peace. Tell them free the reservation. Till it's backwards. They don't know that they exist no more. Ever try reaching out for help and you just get ignored? Pick up vices like drugs, your child fill a void. They get a youth life sentence for a killing. He was just a boy. Niggas poor, what we living for? Life a gamble, it's like 10-4. Police hands around your neck, they just hit record. We in war, man, this ain't the norm. But you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know. Mama on the stage crying. She just lost her only son to gang violence. Pops level 4 yard talking through the vents. Have you ever tried to hug your loved ones through a fence? Have you ever been hated just because your skin? Have you ever worked all week and couldn't pay your rent? Life a trip, I'm trying to catch my balance. Every step feel like I'm walking backwards. Credit card, but God check the balance. I come from where it's rough, that's why my heart callous. They want you to fall weak, that's a war tactic. Look how we live, what's scary than that? What you know about crossing the Darien Gap? Risk of life to live in hell or bury your kids. Either way we gotta suffer and they just get rich. Life a bitch, why I waste time telling you that? Cause if you ain't a nigga like me, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know.
Shalom, soy el sacerdote Camadá de la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal bajo comandante general YAHANNA. Y lo que estamos haciendo hoy aquí, en norte de Carolina, en Durham, la ciudad de Durham, en los proyectos de McDougall, salimos a alimentar a la raza, negros, latinos y no nativos. Les dimos agua, bebida, comida, ropa. Nosotros somos la única escuela en el planeta haciendo eso por nuestra raza. ¿Dónde están los dichos sacerdotes, los dichos padres, los papas? ¿Qué están haciendo ellos por las comunidades negras y latinas? No están haciendo nada. Y nosotros salimos hoy aquí en Durham, norte de Carolina, también para festejar la Pascua del Señor, la única Pascua oficial en el planeta, donde los negros, latinos y no nativos nos unimos en carnalismo bajo el Espíritu de Cristo, que es hermandad. Nosotros nos unimos porque las Escrituras dicen que nos debemos de unir. Nación no deseada. ¿Quiere la nación que no es deseada? Los negros, latinos y no nativos. Pero nosotros aquí en la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal, bajo comandante general YAHANNA, deseamos a nuestra raza primero. Ponemos a nuestra raza encima de todas las otras razas. Y somos los únicos haciendo eso. Con eso, shalom.
I check the balance. I come from where it's rough, that's why my heart callous. They want you to fall weak, that's a war tactic. Look how we live, what's scary than that? What you know about crossing the Darien Gap? Risk of life to live in hell or bury your kids. Either way, we gotta suffer and they just get rich. Life a bitch. Why waste time telling you that? Cause if you ain't a nigga like me, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know.